Hey everyone, April Pilot here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Kenner Classic, the real Ghostbuster figures. And these are from Hasbro. Now, I actually bought these about a month ago, maybe a month and a half. They're only sold at Walmart, but when I bought them, I had my kids with me and they wanted to look at them, so they ended up taking them. And then they opened the packages. They didn't play with them. They just opened the packages because that's what they like to do. They're young. And I wasn't able to find them until last night. They put them in a closet and they've just been sitting there. So, now I finally get to review them. And I am excited about these. When I saw these in the store, I just had to buy all of them. The only ones I didn't pick up was Slimer, or the Green Ghost as they call it, and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And the only reason why I didn't pick those up is my Walmart that I'm closest to had them all sold out. And these were actually the last ones they had on the shelves. So I got pretty lucky with that. Now, as you can see, these are like exact replicas of the ones that were released by Kenner in 1986. As you can see, we have Ray Stantz, and he has the Rapper Ghost. We have Egon Spangler, and he has the Gulper Ghost. Winston Zeddemore, he comes with the Chomper Ghost. And Peter Venkman, my favorite, has the Grabber Ghost. If you look here, you have the Rapper Ghost. You can have him just wrap on with his tail. The Gulper Ghost, his is pretty nifty. His can actually go on someone's head. With the Chomper Ghost, he has a big mouth, so just take one of their limbs, like that, just like that. There you go. Ooh, he's gonna fall. Nope. Perfect. And with Peter, he has the Grabber Ghost. You can just have him grab on. So all the ghosts have a little gimmick to them. Now, one thing that's really great about these is these are like exact replicas. These are how they looked when they first came out. You even have the same ghosts that came with the figures. The colors are everything is the same. So why don't we talk a little bit more about the details. The coloring on them, they all have a different colored suit, just like they did in the cartoon. Now these are based from the cartoon, the real Ghostbusters. Younger people might not know that, only because Ghostbuster movies, that was just called Ghostbusters. But the real Ghostbusters were supposed to be the real ones that the movies were based off of. Now, with Ray, he has a light tan suit, and they all have the same dark gray straps and belt, and they also have the same color boots down here. Then Egon, he has a darker gray. Winston, he has like a light gray, kind of bluish. Peter Venkman has the brown. And for their eyes, he has orange, blue, black, green. As you can see, they all have a proton pack. It's just connected with a little string here. And the way it is on the pack, if you take this off, see it has these little notches right here. That's what this can just go on. One thing they did change is the quality of the plastic on these. The problem they had, let me just take it off them. Yeah, see, you can just put it on. It has a little nub here. It goes right into the back of them. One problem these had, which I know a lot of people had a problem with, right here where the arms will go through, would break. Either by you putting it on the figure or trying to put it onto the backpack, or the proton pack itself. Right here, usually right in the middle, is where it would break. But this actually seems really, I don't know if it's thicker or they just use a different kind of plastic for it. But that was a nice touch. And also on all of them, they have this little, they have a pocket on them all. His is on the side. The other ones all have one on the front, or on the belt. And then each of them have the Ghostbuster logo on the shoulder and a little armband. And for each of them, as you can see, it's on the right arm. We're just going to put this on them all. And you know, back when I was growing up, I had all of the real Ghostbuster toys. There was 10 waves of them, and I had every single one. I definitely liked the original figures the most. But I also remember they had, what is it? These fright figures where you'd either push a button or do something with the legs, and they would do something like eyes would pop out, hair would lift up, ears come out, mouth would open. They had ones where if you got them wet, it would look like they got slimed. They would change color wherever the water got on them. They had ones where they just automatically had like a slimed look to them and they were white. They also had a bunch of different ghosts. Not just these small ones that these come with, but they had full-size ones. They had like a Stay Puft guy. He was about definitely taller than all the figures. I remember my favorite one was a skeleton, where you could take the skeleton, put a figure kind of inside him, lower the head, and the rib cage would come and trap the Ghostbuster inside. I had the Firehouse. I had the Ecto-1. I had they had like 2 different planes. I had motorcycle. They even had a what was it, a punch buggy that I forgot how you did. You either push down on it and it would spring up and it would look like a praying mantis. They had a line of classic monsters like a werewolf, Dracula. They also had these ones that I also liked. Kind of reminds me of him, only because he has the long beak right there. But there was these ones, you put them down. You put it down, and you could make the mouth open. And anytime something touched the tongue, it would snap down. Alright, well, we got their proton packs and their... I can't remember the name of the blasters. We got those on. Now, what I like about these is this little thing right here. You just twirl this and it makes the blaster go like it's catching a ghost. Don't cross the streams. Like that. And they're also all different colors. He has orange, Egon's red, Winston's yellow, Peter's green. Yeah, seeing these just brought back so many memories. I was like, oh, I wish I kept all my toys back then. These things are just phenomenal. I love them. I really hope they make some more. Make the line a little bit bigger. I mean, I would like to see some of the other ghosts they had that were the same size as the figures or taller. Maybe even bring the Ecto-1. I mean, that would be something you would think they'd want to sell with the figures. Now, these figures don't have much articulation. Remember, this was back in 1980, what was it, 1986. So, this was pretty good for a figure back then. I mean, the details were nice as it is. You can see, just take his backpack off. Backpack. Like, they all have the same articulation. They can move the heads. Arms at the shoulders. And we're at the top of the legs. Nowhere else do they move. Which is nice. I mean, it really stunk that this came out when it did during COVID. Harder to get these. People that went to the store were buying them up, probably so they could sell it on eBay. Which, you know, you want to do something like that, more power to you, I guess. But, you know, just don't jack the price up too much. These were only, let's see, I paid $14 a piece. I've seen them on eBay going for like $22. If you go to Walmart.com, I think Egon at one point was in the 40s. And Ray was also like 40s or high 30s. Those two didn't change. Winston and Peter. Yeah, I've just been dying to get a video done on these guys. I've had them for so long, I just haven't been able to find them. So, here they are. I would highly recommend buying these if you like the Ghostbusters. Especially if you had them when you were a kid, you will be thrilled with these. They're great. They look exactly like they were. They did a really good job keeping it true to the original source. So, leave a comment on what you think about it. Like and subscribe, and I will see you later.